Mic check, sound check, 1 2 1 2. Let me know who in the building. Welcome to the Passport Bros podcast. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Salute to Ronan. Please hit the like button and subscribe. Bert Ross in the building as always. Salute, salute. Appreciate you, bro. Raquette, what's good? What's good? All right, man. So I got the homie in the background, man. You know, we're gonna chop it up, man. I've been having this lingering question I've been wanting to talk about with the homie, and I'm gonna bring him up, man. Without further ado, man, it's the homie International Zoe, man. What's good?
Let me see. Let me get more in the middle. All right. What's good, family?
Nothing much, man. How is everything, man?
I'm good, man. Just fresh back from Colombia, you know?
Okay. That's what's up, man. You know we down the street from each other right now, man. I'm in Philly right now, you know.
No doubt. No doubt. Shout out to Philly. I know a lot of brothers, particularly barbers from Philly, man, that when I was in the game strong, made some good relationships with a lot of the brothers from Philly. I think Philly and New York is not that much different. There's differences, but I think it's because of proximity, because of hip hop, that there's like some similarities there. I think Philly dudes like to talk shit like New York dudes and all that, real braggadocious. I noticed that with some of the Philly dudes I know.
Yeah. They pretty nice on the Clippers too, man. I mean, when I moved here, I was like, these niggas
Oh,
can
no
cook.
doubt. Oh, no
Damn.
doubt. They are one of the best in the game.
Yeah.
I take my hat off to a lot of major league barbers. Is the crew that I know from
Mhm.
Philly, and I know some of the legendary guys there, like Nori, his brother Najee, and the brother who even Black Ice, the poet, he used to work for my shop.
Mhm.
Superb barber. Like Philly definitely got some of the best barbers in America, hands
Yes.
down.
Yes. This was when I first encountered the ash line. And I'm like, why they making my line to look ashy and shit, man?
Yeah,
But it was
yeah,
it was to show precision, you know what I mean?
yeah. They originated a lot of little techniques in the game.
Yes, sir. So yeah, man. So you back temporarily, you know. I don't think you haven't disclosed your next destination to people yet, have you?
Yeah, yeah. I did.
Oh,
I did.
you did. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Where is that?
I'm going to Kenya. I'm
Okay.
going to go to Nairobi, Mombasa, and maybe some of the beach areas around Mombasa. That's the word I'm getting. I just want to try something new. I've been to South Africa. I've been to Tanzania,
Hmm.
and this will be my third Black African country. I've been to Egypt as well, but that's no longer considered to me Black
Right.
Africa. You know.
Okay. So will you be able to put your stamp of approval on Kenya, man? Do you? I like to put my stamp of approval on things. Will you put your stamp of approval on Kenya? When,
I,
if it
I won't I
okay.
won't know until I go, but I will say this. As far as the Tinder is concerned, it's the first time I'm experiencing girls asking me for money before I meet them.
All right.
This is my first time. You meet girls, you've had that. You meet girls, you maybe date girls, or you've been with them and you go home and then they ask for help or something.
Yeah.
But this is the first time girls is like asking for money. Like, I'm not saying it never happened, but like four girls already from Tinder asked me. One girl last night was like, I like girls. Do you want to? I want to send you some videos of me and my girlfriends. You think you could help me out?" And I was like, "Nah, I don't send money, ma." She's like, "Okay," but yeah, they going hard with to send that bread.
Hey,
She wanted the video. She wanted the video call last night and all that.
I got mental anguish from Kenya chicks, Kenya and Uganda chicks, man. The begging, I thought DR gave me a run for my money with the begging, but Kenya, man, I was like, like the depression, bro. I need to get away. This is just too much. But yeah, man, I'll be waiting for that. I'll be waiting for the feedback and to watch your journey, man, because
Yeah.
a lot of people hyping up Kenya, man. I like Tanzania, and I'm gonna be doing a lot of Ethiopian travels next year, man. I'm gonna hit other cities in Ethiopia, but nevertheless, man. So what I've been curious about, man, I'm gonna say because like I'm a relationship guy. Like I know a lot of guys travel for different reasons. Some pay for play, some casual dates, some looking for relationships. And
Hmm.
um, every time I try to or every time I try, just to be cool with a girl, whatever the case may be, either let's say either she might catch feelings or I might start liking her, and then it might turn into like some type of relationship, and it doesn't end well because I'm moving around, I'm meeting other women everywhere I go, so it's like
Right.
I always put myself in a situation where I feel bad because I done broke somebody's heart. You know what I mean?
Mm.
So I watch you a lot, man. I'm just like, man, he be moving around. He got, a nice little tenderoni with him, and you know, and it just doesn't appear like in relationships with these women, and I don't know if that's a skill or it just depends on the man, but
Mm.
my question, what a question to the stream is, how to casual date without catching feelings.
Right. Um, I would think I got to start it from kind of from the beginning. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? That because you asked me and I was like, that's a good question. So I thought about it, and I think it starts. It may have for me started at home, being that I don't come from a very emotional family.
Mm,
So my mom's, is six of us in the immediate family, as far as my siblings.
mm,
I got five brothers and one sister that I grew up with. I got two additional brothers, but in the house, I had that, and I didn't see a lot of emotional things. I didn't. We don't come from a family of crying and all that stuff. Maybe I wouldn't say tough love, but just not a lot of emotion. So I'm not used to being, emotional about things. So, and then when it comes to being affectionate, I'm not very affectionate. I've had that problem with women I dated. Sometimes it helps you, and sometimes it hurts you. Some women need the affection, and you can never give them enough. And some women, it's good that you don't give them a lot of affection because then they think you like them too much and they start taking advantage of you, right? So I think I came from a household of that healthy self-respect and self-assurance. You know what I mean? So I would never put a chick above me or in front of me. Or you know how people say I'll treat this person better than myself? You know, that would never happen. I don't come from that school of behaving that way. Also, it takes a lot for me to really get emotionally involved with someone because it's about chemistry. I'm big on chemistry. Now, and I know the difference. I've experienced enough. I experienced love. I experienced infatuation. I experienced lust. Experienced a soulmate. I experienced getting pussy whipped. You know what I'm saying? I experienced getting cheated on. I have all these experiences in my life, so I understand what's going on in the situation. Even if the woman doesn't understand what's going on, I understand what's going on. And I think that also helps me keep a clear perspective of what is happening here.
mm,
I think some people may not be able to decipher the difference between lust, infatuation,
mm.
love, you know what I'm saying?
Right, right.
Good sex. You know, some people mix these things up and just stamp it as love, but
Right.
these things are very different.
Mm.
And I think when you don't know the difference between these things, you could easily get caught up with that. Some girls catch feelings, some of them don't. You know, I'm not gonna say I never had no feelings for any girls that I've been with over these last 5 years, but I understand what it really is. I'm traveling, I'm meeting new people, and most people is not gonna break the barrier to get inside to, you know, to really mean something to me. Most people are not gonna break that barrier. So, and I think it's not, people have this notion in their mind, some people, that
Mm.
guys who's traveling, they're getting girls that they could never get before in
Right.
their life. And that's never been my situation. I never really showed anybody my wife, but I met my wife when she was 21. My wife looks like all them bad Latinos you see me with.
Right.
My
Right.
wife looks like that. You know what I'm saying? And that's in New York. You know what I'm saying? Which is a harder place to attract and get something like that here. And my girlfriend's always been pretty. Y'all see pretty girls on my channel because that's the taste. That's what I want. That's
Right.
what I'm attracted to. So it doesn't matter if I can't even get them. I still like what I like. You
Right.
feel
Right.
me? And I'm gonna keep liking until I can get what I want. You feel me?
Yeah.
So I will say though, in my old when I as I've gotten older, I've I haven't put beauty so far. When I was young, beauty was
Mm.
like one, two, and three for me. You feel me?
Right.
And now I can appreciate simple things about women. You know what I'm saying, that I couldn't before. You
Right.
know, I was really into like good looking girls growing up. So, you know, things have changed, you know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Shout out to Global Paper, man. He said you're not dating in Latin America unless you know and understand the three C's in Latin America. Facts. Models, bottles for life. Shout out to Global Paper. QB asked earlier. He said no settling down in the future.
Well, I've been married for the total of the relationship was 20 years. You know what I mean? So
Right.
I would never say never, but I don't see myself getting married again. And I think I would have to settle in one of these countries. Like, okay, I'm going to just stay here most of the time
Right. Right.
to really have a real relationship with somebody. You know what I mean? So is it possible? Yes, but I kind of like being free. I don't have a problem being by myself. I like my space, you
Mhm.
know, because I get aggy easily with, because a lot of people got a lot of issues. You know what I mean? When you get closer to people, you find out these issues they have and imbalances they have.
Mhm.
And I don't like people who are not very considerate and
Mhm.
thoughtful of you and your presence. Like I don't like people who do things like if you're in the house together and I'm in this room watching TV, you in that room playing reggaeton mad loud. You know what I'm saying? Like things like that. If you know, like things like that will irk me at this point in my life, and I'd be like, you know, if you're not clean, if you're not thoughtful, like those things. So you know, and I get maybe my patience is shorter now that I'm older. You know, you
Right.
say they get a little older, a little more grumpy. So it might be hard for me to like I would really have to get along with the person to try and make a something meaningful of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, well, let me read the super chat real quick. Shout out to Mr. G 1804. He said, what's the numbers they be hitting you up with?"
And the numbers in just from Nairobi, you mean? Is that what you're referring to?
I don't know. I don't know. Be specific. Are you talking about? Because when I'm reading, I'm thinking like, is he asking like what these chicks you GFing with? what they asking for, or Mr. G, can you be more specific?
Yeah,
Appreciate the super chat, homie.
yeah. And when it comes to the ladies, I haven't been anywhere that I couldn't just get a girl within the 2 weeks or whatever I'm staying and smash. I really haven't, you know, it didn't happen when I was in Czech Republic, but it was right after COVID, you know what I'm saying? And like, but a lot of places I go, I'll meet a girl
Hmm.
and we'll go to dinner and I'm gonna get one just on off the strength of me. So the only time it'll go outside of that is if I want to be greedy. You feel me? You feel me? You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
If
Now,
if I want several experiences, then yeah, that's something that we might have to negotiate on. But I'm always able to get a nice girl to just on the strength of meeting me, hanging out, and going to the next level. That's not a problem.
so let me ask you this. Let me just write my notes real quick so I don't forget. Now, different guys have a different approach to meeting women. Let's say online pipelining. Now, some guys just lead with their wallet. They like, what up, shorty? Like, I'm gonna do this, boom, boom. Some
Right,
guys, some guys just play it cool, play it friendly. Like, I'll be in town. Let's link up.
right.
Cool. Now, my approach is a little different. You know what I mean? My approach is any we talking about non-pro. So so if she's a regular girl, like my approach has always been we in a relationship, and we in a relationship from now until I get there, and then the relationship is over once I leave.
That's your
That
strategy.
that's the plan, right? But
Hmm.
sometimes in the process, because ego get involved, right? So even if I'm really not serious about this girl, but I'm saying we're in a relationship, my ego is going to expect her to do the things that I expect a girlfriend to do, whether it's like answering the phone, being submissive, doing the things I ask, and so forth. And
Right.
so when I put myself in that element where I'm, because for me an experience, whether we were hanging out or sex, for me, I enjoy sex when there's some type of feelings or emotions attached. That's how I enjoy sex. I don't
Chemistry.
yeah, I like that. And so to get to that point, I have to invest a little bit, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
sometimes, you know and sometimes it ends up being at a, I don't want to say a point at no return, but it ends up being longer than what I thought it was going to be. You know what I mean? And so I try to avoid that because me and some of my guys, I have conversations about. Shout out to Gooch. He always say pros, semi-pros, and non-pros, right? So
Right.
non-pros, for people that don't know, non-pros is just girls that's not prostitutes, regular girls. They're
Right.
not they're not looking for money like that. Semi-pros is what he would call like gold diggers, or chicks that just know it's gonna be a casual hookup, but you might just throw something on the side, and then
Right.
we all know what pay for play is. So
Right.
um, some guys like that, but I can't do semi-pros because I just it's no really it's no really no connection. It's all fake. You
Mm.
know what I mean?
It can
So
be. It can be.
it can't be what?
It can be fake, but
Yeah.
in general, no matter what the girl is, if I don't feel like there's attraction,
Mhm.
then I don't waste my time to begin with. And you could always tell if there's attraction there. You know what I'm saying? I see guys probably go with girls that they know are not attracted to them. They know they probably could never get, and they always have they don't really have a good time.
Mm.
You know what I mean? So first of all, okay, like now, even though I'm on Tinder, I don't even click on girls who say short term. I don't click on girls who, dress that way or is projecting that type of vibe, right?
Right.
So that's how you either gonna get a semi-pro or you're gonna get a non-pro. And I'm cool with either or. You know what I'm saying? And I wouldn't even say semi-pro, I just say they appreciate it if you look out for them.
Right. Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, but still in all, I don't think a girl, if you're not discussing money, a girl is at least interested enough to go and meet you. The pros ain't even gonna meet you. They don't want to have no dinner with you. They don't want to
Right.
have lunch with you. They don't
Right.
want to have a drink with you. They usually straight up, this is what it is. And by the time you get to the second, third text, they'll tell you that.
Yeah.
So if you don't want to deal with that at all, you don't have to deal with that because the signs are all there.
Right.
So, and you never know what you're gonna get. Recently I met a girl online, said let's have brunch, went back to the crib, hung out for a while, boom bow, but and then left. We're like, all right, I'm going to, catch the bus, whatever. That happens if the girl likes you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That definitely happens if the girl likes you. Now, what you're doing, you invest in time and energy. Me, I'm always traveling, so I might have a week to pregame before I go to the next country. You
Right.
feel
Right.
me?
Right.
I don't have a month in between my travels.
Right. Right.
So there's no way I could cultivate something in that short period of time. So you'll know if, like, these girls who wanted money, they asked right away. You understand what I'm saying? So if they're not willing to meet you or
Mm.
have a drink with you, like I told one chick, oh, let's have some coffee. She was like, coffee? You know what I'm saying? So you know what you're dealing with. And if that's what you want to deal with, then cool, that's almost everywhere. But I'm at the point now where, you know, especially if I'm going back to countries I've been to before. I have enough relationships there and people I know there that, you know, definitely don't have to go that route no more. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I never did have to. In the
Mm.
beginning, a lot of people go out and they're having fun. And then after you have all that fun, you're like, all right, I'm switching it up. I want to do this now. You know what I'm saying? So I don't knock the guys I don't knock what anybody does. It's their business. You know what I'm saying? But I think the people that stay at home, they assume so badly that you have to do this. You don't have options. You can't get girls, and you're only getting girls because you paying. And I'm like, they're very much wrong. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I can't. You know what I'm saying? Maybe that's some people's thing. It ain't my thing. You know what I'm saying? It's not a place that I stay or visited or something that I couldn't have a girlfriend if I wanted to. I could definitely have a girlfriend, a regular chick. But you got to put in work, and I know I'm not putting in no work. I'm not going to be here that long. You feel me?
It does seem like, well, it does appear that, like, because guys seen you hanging with,
Yeah.
shorty, whether it's Thailand, Brazil, Colombia.
Right.
It does seem like if you wanted to be in a relationship with them, they would be cool with that.
Yeah. Not
Yeah.
all of them, but the ones who really like me, I've had some opportunities that I could. I started playing around with the little kind of girlfriend thing lately because I've been traveling a lot. And I said, let me try it a little bit, but it's still hard. It's a little aggy for me. You know what I'm saying? Is that like,
So I know the Pinky girl. I seen one
yeah,
of the girls in Thailand.
yeah,
Uh,
yeah,
did they want relationships with you?
yeah. But oh, put it like this: of course, they want relationships. Yeah, they generally like me,
Mm.
but they also want to be helped. You know what I'm saying?
Right, right,
So
right, right.
if they're in a third world country, even in America, in most countries, you got to do more than just that's my girlfriend. And there got to be benefits to being girlfriend and boyfriend or my man or whatever. If they're gonna
Mm.
cook, clean, and do those things for you, you know, they want something in return, and I understand that. But it's just not worth it for me because if I'm not going to be there, you know what I'm saying?
Right,
If I'm
right,
going to be there, then I say, okay, you know, you're going to do X, Y, and Z. I'm going to help you out a little something.
right.
But when I'm not there, it just doesn't make sense for me. So that's why I can't really do it. You know what I'm saying? They got to take it for what it is and then go back on the road.
That, that,
You know what I'm saying?
that's the finesse part. Like when you sending money and you not getting them in return. You're not gonna be
Yeah,
there for for however long. So that's
right.
the finesse part. So yeah, I get that.
Yeah,
Um,
you can't put a girlfriend on layaway. It's just not going to
no,
work.
no, it's not gonna work. She getting the better end of the deal.
Yeah,
She
yeah.
getting the
So
better.
it only makes sense. Only make that deal if you're going to be there. And I
Exactly.
learned that through trying to do this three country, three girlfriend thing. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I was like, yeah, that was a bad choice. Trying to
Yeah.
split myself up that way. I should have just dedicated 1 year in one place that I could have really maybe cultivated something and also upgrade. I'm always looking to upgrade. You know what I'm saying? I work with who worked with me. It was easy. But I'm looking to, upgrade because it's not ultimately what I want. You know what I mean?
Okay. Now you brought up a good point about you've traveled to these places long enough where when you go there, you got people, you done made friends, acquaintances
All right.
that you could hit up. And so, I look at that as like, you know, having a roster, so to speak.
Yeah.
And I've realized that in certain places where I've dealt with chicks and they know how I move, they know it's not going to be no more than what it is, but they accepted it, and they know when I'm in town, we're gonna have fun.
Hmm.
Whatever bread I got left over, I might throw them something,
Right.
and that's cool. That's cool once you visit a place along enough times and have a roster. So um, that's a good thing. So you've never did the girlfriend game to like uh, to get in good.
What do you mean? Oh, like act like they was my girlfriend before I got there?
Yeah, or asked her to be your girlfriend before you got there.
No.
No.
Because when you get there, you might not even really like them. When you get there, they might not look the way they look on your pictures and stuff. You feel me? So I'm always like weary, but meeting people because girls know how to look good on the camera and on the pictures.
Wait till you
And
get to King.
yeah, I know. Africa in general, they got a light skin picture, a dark skin picture. They got picture with long hair, picture with braids, and picture with an afro. Like they be mixing it up. You don't know which one you're gonna get. For real.
Oh
So yeah,
man.
yeah, yeah. So I know about Africa. You be like somebody a Afro Colombian chick just got me, man. Man, her pictures, her video, woo! But when she showed up, I was like, no way, this is the same person. Was that your sister? You feel me?
Oh man, man. I got stories about that, man.
Yeah,
So here's the thing, right? And a lot of guys get disappointed, right? Let's say they meet a girl on Tinder or whatever dating site, and they don't do the girlfriend thing. I do the re in a relationship thing, but they don't do that. And then when they arrive, they get flaked on. Either girls don't show up, they start responding, and so I was like, that's because she has it's nothing invested, like
right.
what I mean.
Mhm.
Or if they do meet, it doesn't get the home base. So with me, what I mean, like you said, I got a month. So we
Right.
getting to know each other, we talking about sex, we exchanging pictures. So I know it's going down when I get
Right,
there.
right, 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 right,
It's no questions asked. So
right.
so by not so my question to you is, so if you don't do the girlfriend angle, guys might get stood up, or they might not, the girl might not feel emotionally vested, so you might not, you know you might be
But
disappointed.
yeah, but usually I got like at least four. You know what I'm
What?
saying? I got more than one that I'm working, and then I'll the ones who work out, the one or two that works out, then I roll with that. Like so it's not like putting my energy into one and then if that don't work out, I'm usually trying to have like three, four, five that someone's gonna respond to you. Someone's gonna be looking forward for you. Someone are gonna be. You got to go with the ones that's giving you a little bit of feedback where you feel like okay. Some of them are dead. They're gonna just fall off. Like the ones who asked for money, they all fell off when I said no or I didn't respond to their suggestion of a gift. And then
Mm,
there's some who saying, okay, I'm looking forward for when you get here. And I don't like if you have just a week, it's cool because if you do it 2 weeks or 1 month and they be like, man, he ain't gonna be here for a long time. So you could get them a little bit interested within that 1 week before you get there, and then boom, you touching down, you reaching out to them. Some of them they're gonna meet you, some of them they're not. But I mean, I did that. I did that in Tanzania. I did that in South Africa. I do that everywhere.
mm.
Of course, it's easier to do it in places where they speak English, but yeah.
See, it's a lot of caveats. This is why I think this is a good conversation, because I've noticed that for a chick to really be into you when you get there and for things to go smooth, like, I typically have to like talk to them on a regular basis, whether it's every day, every other day, but constant communication. But when you talking to a chick every day, you're 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 invested. You're kind of invested at that point, and so that's why it blurred the lines, because it could be more than
Yeah,
what
because
I
you
want to be.
leading them on, though. You leading them on. I'm not
But
leading them on.
if you don't talk to them, some chicks, this. If you don't talk to them every day, especially Dominicans, if you don't talk to them every day, they're gonna think you're talking to other girls. They might block you. They might delete you as a contact. So it's
Mm.
kind of like, I don't know,
I,
man.
I never really had like a. I had some girls in Dominican Republic who liked me that would let me smash,
Hmm.
but I never had a Dominican that was almost like a girlfriend. If I want to get a Dominican girlfriend, I'm gonna get one here in the States because there's plenty in Harlem. You feel me? I'm
Yeah,
not getting one from the Dominican Republic. If they're gonna play games, they're gonna play them right here in the States. I got experience with Dominicans in America. You know what I'm saying? And at least the ones in America got jobs and shit.
no, you're right. You're right about that.
There's a
So,
large Dominican population in New York.
so you think you don't necessarily have to communicate on a regular basis to chicks to keep them interested?
Yes, yes, yes. Like if I want to stay in contact, the problem is this: if you meet somebody you like or whatever, and y'all have your time together, you leave, but you stay in contact with them, then they're gonna ask you for help. Even if they not, they
Yeah,
don't have to be a working girl. If they come from a poor country, they're gonna ask you for help if you
yeah,
stay in contact with them a little too much because they're
that's
gonna
true.
think you care and they're gonna think they could depend on you for help. That's the problem, you know what I mean? And I've
That's true.
helped girls or people, not just women that I know from different countries, but it just started to be a little too much, like Jesus, you know what I'm saying? And if you say yes once, they definitely gonna try to re-up. You feel me? So it's like it's a fine line. You almost gotta be cold so they don't keep asking you for money because if you're
Yeah,
kind, they're like, "Oh, I could count on you for when I'm in a jam." You know
yeah.
what I'm saying? So like, okay, you might be pre-gaming, right? For a
Hmm.
month. And
Hmm.
that chick might ask you for help within that month you pre-gaming with her.
Yeah.
What you gonna do if she your girlfriend now?
I know, right? I'm like, damn, I'm this close. I'm this close to hitting a home run. I'm this close, man.
You feel me? So it's
Yeah.
a fine line. Like you don't want to like you almost feel guilty. Like you go to a country, you meet a girl, maybe you go out. You have sex with her. You know what I'm saying? You happy? You like I'm up, right?
Mhm.
And then you leave, and then you gotta say, hey, how you doing? It's like savage to you had a good time with this girl a few times, you leave and you don't even hit them back and say, how you doing? You feel me? So
Right, right, right.
it's but then you also gotta be careful if you ask them how they doing. You don't cut them off at when you leave, and they might ask you for help if they get in a jam, or maybe not, just because they think you like them.
Man, I be reading a lot of. I be reading different threads. You know, forums. The white guys be savages. They always say, man, they block a chick as soon as they block her. I be like, damn,
Yeah,
y'all some savages, man.
yeah, yeah. And a girl told me that white guys are colder and don't. She said black guys think white guys give more money than black guys, but she said it's not true.
Mm.
Black guys always trying to say they go with the white guys because the white guys give them more money or the white guys got more money.
Mm.
And this was a Thai person. They was like, that ain't true. The white people be cheap
Yeah.
and the white people don't let them play them. They be like, the black dude. I heard that from a Colombian girl too. Like, now the black dudes be giving me the most money.
Salute the flyboy way in the building, man.
Shout out to Flyboy Way.
See that's why, like you said, it's a fine line. Like I've learned, I tell guys this too, that ask me like, if you don't pipeline no longer than 30 days. Like 30 days is like the max because
Mm,
after that much time, like yeah, you talking to a chick for 2 or 3 months, yeah, she gonna ask you for some money.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Sometimes if you wait too soon, like a week or two, you might not get that connection. You know what I mean? So I say
But
like a month.
you only need one or two. So if you communicating with four girls back and forth a few times before you leave, so let's say a week and a half,
Mhm.
two of them gonna meet with you. You feel me? That when I went to Tanzania, that's exactly what happened. One of
Right.
them went with me to Zanzibar. She took me on a boat across, then went back because she had to work. Then the next day she came to spend the night. You know what I'm saying? And another one took me to the Anna Piano concert and all this stuff. So you only need you talk to a few and you meet two or three of them, and you good. And if that don't work, then you know what you got to do. Hit them streets.
See, that's the thing. That's why guys like going places where they can fall. They got a fallback plan.
Listen,
Like, man,
I listen. Everybody, listen. Let me say something, because guys always trying to beat guys up.
mhm,
Listen, a man can't function without sex.
mhm,
And men have probably been sexless in America for a long time. So guys want to beat guys up because they go somewhere to get sex. A man needs sex, whether he got to pay for it or not. He needs that. That's one of the reasons he gets up. He goes to work. He puts clothes on. He puts cologne on. He wears nice sneakers. He
mhm.
brushes teeth. A man needs sexual interaction with women. You know what I'm saying? It's like breathing. So if a dude goes somewhere and he want to pay or he want to do the easy quick way, that's his business. I don't know why. And I think guys who just really be trying to pound on on people who do that, it's because they can't do it. Or if you refuse to do it, that's you. But come on, a lot of more dudes are sexually active now because they traveling.
You not lying. You
You
not
know what I'm
lying.
saying?
You not lying.
Because come on, man. Dudes be miserable in America. I know they was miserable because they got to go through a lot to get sex in America. If you not handsome, you ain't got money, you ain't got some savoir faire flyness about you,
Mhm.
it's tough. It's tough. You know what I mean? So I ain't mad at dudes, man. You got probably a lot more happier guys walking around because of the YouTubers.
I want to put a poll, man. Can any of the moderators can y'all do polls? Can y'all do polls? I want to put together a poll
Yeah.
if they can put up. I want to know. I want to know if. All right, put a one in the chat because I want to do a poll because some people are not going to respond to the one. But put a one for pay for play. Put a two for pipeline. Put a three for I'm just going to show up and see what happens.
Put a 4 for all of the above.
Okay, four for all of the above.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna say
All of
that
the
again.
above, man. Because you could get it all. You could get it all. Dudes who might pay for play also could meet a girl and get it off the strength too. Or get a semi. They do all of that. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
If you want to, if you don't want to pay for play, you're gonna have to put in work. Like I went out 4 times with this really nice, attractive Pisa. I just left.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't smash
Mm-hmm.
because I got to put in the same work if I was to put in the work with a nice, good girl here or anywhere else in the world, right?
Mm-hmm.
But thank God you got some backdoor that you could, you know what I'm saying? Because trust me, if you're not gonna just come nowhere and smash no good girl like that. That gonna happen sometime.
With me, it will. With my girlfriend,
Yeah, maybe because
girlfriend
you
on
put in a
arrival.
little work. Maybe because you put
Yeah,
in a little work, but
yeah,
that's
yeah.
you could easily go somewhere and that don't happen. You
Mm-hmm.
feel me? And that's cool, but when you know you got options,
Mm-hmm.
it's hard not to explore your options. You feel me?
Yeah.
Unless you just totally dead set against it. But
Most of the chat put four.
all of the above? Yeah,
Above,
because that's true. Because dude's gonna do it all. No, not too many people is above pay for play. Maybe that's not what they would prefer. You know what I'm saying? But they're not gonna totally exit out. You feel me? Even the dudes who say, I don't do pay for play, they've done it.
yeah.
I've seen everybody out there. You know what I'm saying? They can front all they want. They can say I don't do it no more. But I seen everybody out there. You feel me? You can't front for Zoe, you know what I'm saying?
I can tell
Ain't
you
no
what the only time I traveled and didn't hook up with a chick, it was Salvador, Brazil,
Mhm.
and I was like, I'm just gonna show up, no
Right.
pipeline, no nothing. That I was like, I'm never
Same thing
doing
happened to me. Same thing happened to me, Salvador. But I
it
was only there for 5 days. I was only there for 5 days. But I ain't come up with nothing in Salvador.
I was
Nada.
like, damn.
Yeah,
I,
nada.
I want to say Rio. I mean, Rio, you got a fallback option, but
Uh,
it really wasn't no fallback options in Salvador like that. You know what I mean? So I
yeah,
was
yeah,
just kind of like, that was the
yeah.
L. That was
But
the L
guess
trip.
what? 2 dudes I bumped into that was there. One had a chick, lawyer, accountant, or something that he met during Carnival. She
Mhm.
was bad. And then the other dude met a chick of Fred. He met a chick on Tinder, and you know, so I seen it happen for guys, but it just didn't happen for me that trip I went. But I wasn't there that long either. And I didn't. Salvador is different from Rio. It's different from Sao Paulo. You know, girls was like saying on the beach they had a boyfriend and stuff. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it was different. Salvador was different. You know what I'm saying?
I'm going back to Salvador. It's gonna be my last go round. I'm gonna hit up Salvador again, man.
Yeah.
And-
I had
and-
better luck in Fortaleza than Salvador.
oh yeah, Fortaleza, nice,
Yeah.
nice,
Yeah.
nice,
Yeah.
nice. Oof. Crazy, man. So your approach. I'm just gonna reference the women guys seeing you post on your channel.
Yeah.
Um, Have they caught feelings, or they knew what it was?
Yeah, nah. That little one with the big head I was with. If I'm with a chick for like a week,
Yeah.
let alone 2 weeks,
Hmm.
they gonna catch feelings. most of the time, unless they just a straight. If they are really just a straight pro, they're not going to be with you for 2 weeks or a week. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
So,
right.
but if a girl is around me and she's attracted to me for a couple of days, because women are, I guess they more into their emotions. I mean,
Mm.
literally, I've gone to the airport. Shorties have taken me to the airport and cried when I got,
Yeah.
cried. So yes, I have that experience. I told chicks in Brazil I was leaving, cried. Thailand, cried. Colombia, I don't know, but I've experienced girls crying when I'm leaving.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying?
So like
Or showing up to the airport when I come, surprising me at the airport when I come back with flowers.
that's I like that, man. I like when women do that. I was just talking about that. You know, I hear a lot of guys, myself included, experience Latinas coming to the airport with
Right.
gifts. But I was like, man, African chicks, they don't be showing up with
No.
nothing. They they not sweethearts like that. You know what I mean? But you know, that was just an
But they want gifts, right?
they want gifts. You know what I mean? So that's something I miss. I miss traveling to Africa. I miss some of the different work, the different types of affection
Yeah.
that Latinas give.
Yeah. They definitely some of them are sweeter and more affectionate. Like they want to hold hands and stuff like that.
So there wasn't no jealousy or issues like you hanging with the shorty in Thailand. They all know they all know you're a content creator, and then
But I told them in
okay,
advance, for one.
okay.
Um, was
Oh, my
was it
voice
a
is low.
little?
Okay.
Was it a little? It might have been a little, but can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, it might have been a little, but they never said anything about it. They never, like, and I don't think for me, for some reason, to me, I've always felt like Colombian women are more honest about, like, if a Colombian woman sees you with another pretty Colombian woman, they'll say, "Wow, she's pretty." You know what I'm saying? They won't like try to dog her because she's pretty, like other women from other places. You know what I'm saying? I usually see Colombian women for some reason. They be like, she's pretty, like they'll give it up if another woman is pretty or attractive.
Mm.
So, but nah, they just don't want you to talk to nobody else in the country or in the
They,
city while you with them.
mhm.
They agree, okay, because they know it's gonna happen anyway.
Right, right,
But
right.
when I'm in the city, they'll get jealous. If I'm in the city, if I'm in their country in their city, they'll get jealous. But if I'm over there, they ain't never like I would if I went to Atlanta to the hair show with my boys because I used to be in the barber and all that. My wife would call me hating. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
It ain't that kind of stuff. Just try to
Yeah,
strike up an argument. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So I haven't experienced that where they try to strike up an argument or take your time while you occupied doing something else somewhere else. So I haven't really experienced that. But I
Sure.
know a couple Brazilian women when I was trying to get a Brazilian one on board, they was like, nah.
They wasn't going.
They was like, nah, it's not gonna happen.
Shout out to JC Travel Partners with the $5 super chat. He said, "Pull up in East Africa with your boy, no excuse, September." Man, I'm booked up. I'm booked up, man, to the end of the year, man. I'm back in. I was supposed to go this month, man, but that prices was like 2 G's,
For
and
what?
it was, man, going to East Africa, man, like 2 G's, man, and then that's not including the other flights between countries I was gonna travel to. So
Right.
I just pushed that trip to January. So I'll be back in Africa in January
Hmm.
for at least a month. So, but yeah, I'm booked up, man. September. Let me tell guys real quick. So I'm hitting up San Andreas in a few weeks. September, I'm hitting up Choco, Quibdó, Tamaco. So I'm hitting up all the Afro-Colombian cities, probably for the last time. So I'm gonna go hard and try to get footage for y'all, and then October, Thailand for Halloween.
Hmm. I ain't gonna be in there, Thailand. I'll be there December.
December.
Yeah, I'll be there like December, January, high season.
Appreciate the
I'm
super.
gonna show y'all some different places in Thailand.
Okay, okay.
Yeah,
I'm gonna do a surprise. I'm gonna do a city I haven't seen nobody cover in Thailand. I'm gonna do 2 days there, but
mhm.
I ain't gonna say what city to the
Yeah,
audience, but I'm gonna do a different city in Thailand.
yeah. I'm gonna
Uh,
do a couple different places that I've been wanting to go and just show something different. I can't be in Pattaya the whole time, especially right. The block is hot in Pattaya, man.
I know. I know. I'm still trying to figure out how I'm gonna maneuver that one, man. But that's a
Yeah,
great time. The weather wise, it's a good time to go.
yeah, for
Weather
sure, for,
wise, it's a good time
for
to go.
sure.
So yeah, you brought up something about now. Let's see, Latinas I've been with, they didn't go for me having another girlfriend or me traveling and flings. They wasn't going for that. But like the African chicks I talk to, and they see how I move when I travel. Like you said, they was like, as long as there's nobody in my city or country,
Right,
they'll just kind of turn a blind eye. They ain't tripping. And they always say, make sure you take care of yourself.
right.
That's what they say. As long as you take care of yourself. And that's kind of for me. That's kind of refreshing because it's like, man, I couldn't get that from Latin chicks. Them accepting, and you would
Maybe
think
not
it.
the DR. The DR, no. I would say
Colombia, I couldn't get
Colombian chicks have always seemed to be super cool to me. Like Colombian chicks is cool.
Afro Colombians.
Well, no, well, black women are more the same
Yes.
everywhere. They
Say that
not
again. Say
that
that again.
much. Black women are more the same than different everywhere. In my experience, they have a lot of the same attributes, man. So
Yeah.
it might not be as strong as the ones in the West, but it's similar, very similar.
Yeah.
They the first one to flip you off, the first one to catch your attitude, be nasty. I don't care if they Afro Latino or they from Brazil or whatever. They're the first ones to be nasty, man. I'm
Yeah.
sorry, but that's
I love my sisters, man, but y'all is challenging, very challenging.
I don't know if it's the melanin or the testosterone. I don't know what it is, but they definitely the most gangster.
They are. They are. You know what I mean? They are a bit more submissive in Africa, from what I've seen
Yeah, yeah,
overall.
yeah,
Huh. So your approach is, you pretty much straight, and I think guys should be straight up with
yeah,
these women, be like, this how I move. Um, I've
yeah,
learned from a lot of people listening to like some of my rappers I looked up to. A lot of them said, "Be honest." Even shout out to my homie JC Travel Partners. He always say, "Man, tell them girls the truth." He
yeah,
was like, "Tell them the truth,"
yeah.
you know. And I was
Women can handle the truth way more than men can handle the truth.
like,
And if you give them the truth, then they got a decision to make.
right,
But if you don't give them, you'd be surprised. Most women know in their mind that they might have to share a man.
hmm
I think the women in other countries are more realistic about it, and
yeah,
women in Western countries are unrealistic about it. So what happened is the men cheat, where the women in those other countries understand that this is going to happen anyway, and I've listened to, if you're going to have other women, just don't treat the woman you got that's allowing you to be with other women bad.
exactly,
You know what I'm saying? Treat her good.
exactly.
That's where y'all mess up at.
No, you right. Because I remember talking to this African chick. I was like, "Why you and your ex broke up?" She like, "Because he cheated." And I was like, "Well," because when I talked to her, she was like, she accepting of me having other
Right.
girlfriends. I was like, "Well, why why would you break up for him for cheating? But you willing to you willing to share me with other women? Like, what's the difference?" And it was basically like, "Well, you upfront about it, and like you said, you give them a chance to decide if they want to accept it or not."
Right.
So
I
you,
mean, I've been married and all that, so I don't really have nothing to prove to nobody, and I don't really have to. I'm not looking for a wife. You know what I'm saying? So, okay, when I was younger, I allowed women to. I wanted more than one woman, right? And I allowed women to say, "Well,
I'm gonna answer your
if you're
question.
gonna be with other women, then I'm gonna be with other men, right?"
Mm-hmm.
And then you change up who you really want to be. And I learned that to to say no problem, because I want to be with other women because I want to. If you want to be with other men just because I'm with other women, that's one
Right,
thing. But if
right,
you want to be with other men because you want to be with other men, then I'll accept that. That's who you
right.
are. You know what I mean? But a lot of times women don't want to be with other men. They just don't want you to be with other women, and they try to use that to manipulate you. Like I said, I have experience in relationships and with women. You know what I'm saying? I calculated all these experiences I have to stand on my ground, on my square today from the experience.
No facts.
Yeah.
Shout out to Burt Ross, man, with the $3 super sticker, man. Appreciate it, bro. It was a couple questions, man. Let me shout out to Passport Brody. One question, well, he asked, he said, any of y'all had a Latin or African chick cheat on you?
I don't know. I've been cheated on, but I haven't been in a relationship to feel like anybody cheated on me in the last 5 years.
I would say, in the context of me playing the relationship game, yes, I think so. You know what I mean? I think so. Now, as far as me being like serious with somebody, no. But in any event, the woman thought we was in a relationship. So if she if she did something that was a violation, whether I was in it or not,
Hmm.
I would say at least once that I could recall. They do. I mean, cheating is universal. The only thing I always say is that always say that what I've seen in Latin America or other countries we travel to, they won't cheat on you while you're there. You know what I mean? It's like in the U.S., right? Women cheat. Women live with a man.
No, no. Women cheat while you there. Those some of them Brazilian women and some of them Colombian women
Hold on, hold on, hold
cheat
on.
while
Now,
you there.
now, if y'all living together, or in a
No,
cohabitation,
yeah. Even if you living together, dogs.
they savages then.
Yeah.
We
Why
hold
you
on,
think?
hold on. I'm now. I don't. I don't. That's kind of hard to believe, but let me get this out real quick.
Okay.
Just in the U.S., the United States,
Yeah.
women cheat. They live with their husband or boyfriend. They
Right.
typically cheat with their work. Cheat at work or girls trip, girls night out. They got space and opportunities to cheat, and they come back home. My take has always been like, if you're, let's say you're living in Colombia. If you're living in Colombia and y'all living together, where is she going to cheat? And why would she cheat, knowing that you can replace her? In the U.S., women think you ain't got no other option, so they feel like you
Trust,
kind of stuck.
trust me, dogs. Women cheat in Brazil. Women cheat in Colombia who live with their man. they cheat too.
No, not with a local man. I'm talking about with one of us. One of us.
They definitely cheat on one of us as well.
If y'all living together, if y'all living together,
Okay, I can't say that I knew a foreign man who was living with one of those. I can't say I know that experience, but I wouldn't put it past them. A cheater is a cheater. You know what I'm saying? They're not gonna not cheat on you because you're American and because of money. Cause dudes be sending girls goo gobs of money and they still be cheating.
the reper. I'm not saying a woman wouldn't cheat, but it wouldn't make sense for them to cheat, knowing how jealous and possessive um, they are. Because if you're living in that country, right, they know that a lot of women want you. You know what I mean? So typically, women that see you as a hot catch, their ego is not going to want to look stupid by saying, "Okay, why y'all not living together no more? He kicked you out and things like that." So,
It, it definitely happened with Dominicans. They'll cheat on their foreign boyfriend who's taking care of everything and there with
living there,
another Dominican.
living together,
Yeah.
living
So
together.
but I definitely know they cheat on their husbands or boyfriends in Latin America or South America. I can't because I don't know a brother who was with one of them and they cheated. So I just haven't experienced that or heard that. But I don't think it's impossible. I think women cheat, and especially Brazil.
Brazil, yeah,
Brazil, they. I think it would definitely happen in Brazil.
yeah, they savage.
Even the girl told me, I was like, I told her I'm looking for a girlfriend. She said, "Don't waste your time in Rio, B." He says, ain't no girl in Rio gonna be faithful." This a chick told me straight up. I think two chicks told me that. Don't waste your time, B. And I know because I've went on dates with girls in Rio, regular girls, and they want to have sex after the date. Like it's all one thing. And they won't even call you the next day. Like they won't sweat you. And they won't act like you owe them something or they owe you something. They be like, nah, that was just something we did, you know?
I got a wild question. So, see, my thing is like, let's say whether it's Colombia, I'll use DR. I use DR Africa or Thailand, right?
Mm.
Now, if it's a chick, she don't got a job, she don't have, so she don't have. If we living
Okay.
together,
Hold on. It
yeah,
came to me. It came
okay,
to me. Chick in Thailand.
mm-hmm.
I was messing with her. She one of the ones that cried at the airport, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now she got this military dude who he's hurt, something wrong with him, Mike. So he gets an extended budget to pay a home nurse or something,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
So he gives her that bread, which is like 1,500 a month,
Mm-hmm.
right? So she was like, "I like you," but I was like, I'm not telling you to. So she with him for a whole year. He's traveling around with her, everything, right? And I tell her I'm coming back last December. I was like, maybe we could go to Phuket together or something, right?
Mm-hmm.
She didn't tell me that he was dead. Now they was living together, but she slid off. But she didn't tell me. She slid off, popped me off, and then said, "I can't go with you to Thailand all because this dude is here." And he lived there with her, okay? And he been taken care of for like a year and a half.
But he
This is top.
handicapped.
He's not handicapped. Like he got like I can't say all the information. He's not
Mm-hmm.
handicapped.
Okay, okay,
He's but he got a little bit of injury. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
He still physically could do everything, but he got a little bit of injury. Ain't like he in a wheelchair, nothing like that. But and another chick, Thailand. So nah, B. If they gonna cheat, they gonna. And if I would have known, I wouldn't have did it. But she tricked me.
See, she wouldn't be living. She wouldn't have no reason to leave the crib. Like you don't need to.
Every girl got a reason to. I'm going to see my friend or da-da-da, and she didn't stay the night. I've never even been with her where she didn't stay the night, but she didn't stay the night, and she told me what the deal was, and she cheated, and money was there, and 1,500 for a Thai chick per month is good money.
Hmm.
He said Barber World got used. Yeah, I got used. That's for sure.
I can't see. I don't want to put guys' name out. I can't see certain guys with girlfriends, whether in Thailand or if you was living in Medellin with Pinky. Let's say y'all was living together. I can't see if they don't have a job. If they don't have a job, I don't see them saying, "Hey, I'm about to step out for a couple of hours. I'll be back later."
Women
I'm,
do that
I'm
all
not
the
going for that,
time.
huh?
Women do that all the time. They got cousins, they got friends. They got to go to the supermarket. They got to go get their hair done. They got to go get their nails done. You know how much women, they could always go somewhere, dogs. And if you were like me, maybe
Mhm.
like you, who is not jealous, who's not insecure, who's not worried, they could easily do it because you're not the type of guy to be all on their back. You feel me?
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
not the type to be on their back, so they could easily do it because I'm not gonna be following. I'm listen. If somebody gonna cheat on me, they're gonna cheat on me. I'm not looking through no phones. I'm not act. And if I feel like you cheating on me, I'm gonna ask you. Because I'm good at math, and shit don't add up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Then I got a decision to make. You feel me? But it could easily happen because I'm not the type of dude that's gonna follow no chick, look through her phone, ask her, and and the dudes who be sending money, oh my god, these girls, I'm around girls and they like, shh, and doing all this stuff because they like this dude sending me money. I gotta pick up the phone. I gotta talk to him. They can't go to the club. You know what I'm saying? Like the dudes who send money is the worst. They like the most insecure, or maybe they feel like I'm sending money. You can't play me. Like I got my man. He got a girl and all that. He put a hidden camera in the crib. he like, yo, she ain't gonna play me, dogs. You know what I'm saying? She ain't gonna play. He got one of them clock cameras, dogs.
That's too much. If I gotta put a hidden camera, bro, like I don't need to be in a
No, but
relationship.
it's like this. She
Yeah,
never did nothing, but he be damned if she did do something with all that he's doing for her. You feel me?
yeah,
So everybody know that it's possible that you could get played.
yeah.
So he just like, I'll be damned if she gonna play me with all that I'm doing. You feel me?
Man, I'll put it like this, man. If I'm in one of these countries and a chick living with me,
Mhm.
she doing me a favor by cheating because now I could get somebody else in the crib.
No, but check this out. The beauty of these countries is that like when I was married, oh my God, when you married and you going through something with your wife, you could go 1 week with no sex, 2 weeks with no sex, a month without talking, right? But in these countries, you could go to a casa and relieve yourself. You could go to a therma. You could go to a massage parlor. In a lot of these countries, a marriage could last longer because
Ooh,
that's one of the things that breaks up like a man get real angry when he's not getting sex from his wife. So in those countries, those women know that you could go over there and relieve yourself, still come home happy and go to sleep. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Fall asleep exhausted. You feel me?
yeah,
So you have those options in those countries that women have to accept because they know they have them. They know men have that option to go to those places in those countries. We don't really have that in America.
right.
There might be a few places you could go, but it's so expensive and it's so this and it's so taboo. We don't have it. But those places are made for the men who live in those countries.
Yeah,
Those casas was there before any foreigners got there. Thermas was there before foreigners got there. So these other countries, which is a lot of countries, is totally different than America.
That's true.
So a man might be able to, if I was able to go, to the massage parlor quick, and I would have been less, miserable in my relationship when it was going bad. Cause I'd have been
Yeah.
like, I'm good. We can play this game of not talking for 2 months. I don't care. Shorty at the massage parlor is all that.
Let me read this comment. Let me see. Dante said, only knock against casual dating, not exclusive. Having to wear condoms. Don't y'all get tired of wearing condoms all the damn time? I
Yeah,
like having a committed steady if the chemistry. Right. Yeah, yeah, that's a good point.
yeah, no doubt, no doubt,
That's a good
no
point.
doubt. I definitely went like 4 years straight, and it ain't feel no for like 4 years.
Well, it's well, I ain't gonna get into that, but it's ways you can protect yourself too.
Yeah,
Things are so advanced now. Let's see. Let me see. Catch up, man. So, shout out to HB. All right, I'll try to slowly catch up, man. But yeah, so man, you gave a lot of good perspective, man. How to approach, man. I think that, like you said, it's kind of like in you. You know what I mean? You mentioned how you was raised in an environment
right.
that kind of keeps you from not catching feelings. And somebody like myself, if I keep investing, like it's ultimately going to happen, man. With that said, let me know if y'all got any questions y'all want me to ask Zoe. I gotta I gotta catch up on some of the comments, see if I missed anything, man. But so man, so when you go to so you going to Kenya this month, right?
Yeah, Saturday.
Going to Kenya Saturday, man. Is that the only African country you're gonna
Yeah,
check out?
yeah. Just check out two cities and maybe a towns or whatever. Because I started to maybe like try and cover more than one place when I go to a country and try and stay longer now.
Yeah.
Because so I don't, if I don't really like it, I don't have to go back.
Hmm.
Like when you don't stay long enough, you have to go back because there's certain things that you should have saw that you miss. You don't. So I'll try to stay longer now and visit a couple of places while I'm there, so I can get a feel for it and decide whether it's going to be put on one of my favorite lists. You know what I'm saying?
So while we talking about favorites, give us your favorite in
Is he
Latin America.
is he still dating Pinky?
Yeah.
Yo, I don't know why everybody's so like
They
I
ready
don't
to
know.
back door, man. They
Are
ready
y'all
to back door.
interested in Pinky because she was good for the channel, or because y'all like her, or what? Now, I'm not dating Pinky. We talked about I could date Pinky, but I would only date her if I moved to Colombia for a year. You feel me? Like, because I'm not sending nobody no help if I ain't there. I can't do it. And I don't mind helping you while I'm there because you're gonna be helping me. But I ain't trying to send nobody no bread while when I ain't there. I'm not trying to do that.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying?
Does she have a 9 to 5?
Nope. Well, she had a job, but she wanted to quit the job and wanted me to take care of her. And I was
Mm.
like, no can do. You feel me?
Oh man, yeah, that's a tough one, man.
Yeah. That's why I told Junie, yo, you gonna go. She doing nails, you know what I'm saying? Because I can't. I'm not. You know what I'm saying? I got a daughter. First of all,
Mm.
my daughter be killing me. You know what I'm saying? My pockets. You know what I'm saying? So
Mm.
that's enough right there. You can't not take care of your daughter. Like
Yeah.
the sons got their mother, so the daughters got to have their father. And my daughter, it'd be on. You know what I'm saying? My daughter always got a good reason why I need to give her some bread.
Mm.
Like, and how you gonna turn your daughter down when I'm traveling around the world eating with broads, smashing broads?
Mm.
I would feel guilty if I, and my daughter be taking advantage of that. You feel me?
Yeah.
You know, she don't have to say, "I know you ain't," So I gotta look out for her in every way. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, she in my pocket.
So
Word up.
in regards to catching feelings, um, how should I say this? Have I guess have there ever been instances where you knew a lady that another guy in your peer group knew, and yeah, whether you thought she was somebody people probably wouldn't like. For example, right? Sometimes we meet women on like these dating sites, and some guys make the assumption that I'm probably the only American or Black American she probably ever talked to or met. But then you find out somebody else
Hmm.
have.
Hmm.
Same girl. What's the song? Same girl. Have you
Hmm.
ever been in a situation, same girl, and then if so, did you feel a certain type of way about finding it out?
Not really, because I'm more like a talent scout. You see girls, but usually Zoe had her first. So when dudes come behind me, I really don't care. You understand what I'm saying? Zoe usually puts the talent out there to the world, and then dudes go to the country looking for them. You know how many girls told me that
Hmm,
guys seen them on my channel and came to the country looking for them and made
really?
them their girlfriends and stuff like that? Yeah.
Really?
Oh yeah, Zoe's the matchmaker. No, but let me say seriously. Seriously, I'm not a jealous person,
Mhm,
and I don't catch feelings easily,
mhm.
if at all. So it's very easy for me to just keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? When you've been married and you had girlfriends, I know what it like to feel cheated on already. So that's like, and I know what it's like to be if you get pussy whipped. You know what I'm saying? So I
Yeah.
know what that's like and what it feels like. So, and I've just been, so I had a lot of girls, so it's like exercise, dog. You got some good ones, some medium. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't sweating it, man. And I'm glad that I don't catch feelings like that, because I'd be in trouble if I did.
Mm,
I'd be in trouble if I did. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to stay. People move places for people, right?
right.
They move and stay places for people. You got to take care of people if you really care. If you want them to be exclusive with you, you got to take care of them, right?
Yeah.
Because that the you buying exclusivity most of the time when well, and most girls are looking for a man to take care of them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So if you want the exclusivity, what are you going to do to give them exclusivity? Well, you the best in bed? No, that's not going to work. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Yeah. It's not
You
gonna
got
work.
to provide food, clothing, and shelter, right? So it's better to like be moving around and keep it moving, because when you stop, you got to take care. You know what I'm saying? When you stop, you got to take care, and it's only right, especially if you getting some of the or most of the things you want.
Hmm.
You can't get good loving from a good looking girl, cook, clean, care for you, rub your back, take care of you when you're sick, from a poor country and not help her out.
That's true.
And
That's true.
most of the countries outside of America are poor, poorer than America.
Yeah.
You feel me? So you people, oh, y'all only going to poor countries. Most of the countries are poor
Yeah.
compared to America in the West, right?
Yeah.
Now, I've been to about 6 countries in Europe, you
Hmm.
know what I'm saying? But you also want to go where you get more bang for your buck,
Hmm.
right or wrong.
Yeah. It's true. That's true.
You ain't going to struggle. Who's going some places where the rooms is 2,000 a night or 500 a night? No. You going someplace where you can enjoy your money and maybe you could live better than the way you living in America for the same amount of money. So that's going to go also with people in a lower economic, you know what I'm saying? And those girls want help, but women in America want help. We just can't afford to help the ones in America.
I mean, some just need a little 40, man. They just need a little
You
40,
think
little.
you think I didn't have to provide for my wife and my family? You think I didn't have to pay the lion's share of the bills? You know what I'm saying? Like it's the same responsibility no matter where you go, because usually the man is going to make more money and have more money. And it's still part of society that man takes care of women. It hasn't changed. Even with the feminism, there's still man takes care of women. You know, unless the woman is single, then hey,
Hmm.
so you
I
gotta.
I got one last question before we get out, man.
Okay.
So I did a stream. I think this is my prior stream. So there was I reacted to Skylar. Well, a guy had mentioned that a guy from Skylar's Patreon.
I saw it. I
You
saw it.
saw it, so you know the issue.
Yeah.
Now, to make a long story short, for the guys that don't know, basically this guy reached out to Skylar and said, "Hey, I know this. I know this chick that know you." And he like, "How do I know? How do you know that she know me?" And he was like, "You know, she
Yep.
sent me a picture. I asked her who she date, blah blah blah." And Skylar said the chick blocked him out of
Mm-hmm.
nowhere,
Mm-hmm.
and basically pointed the finger at the guy. So my question is, there's two caveats. Well, all right, how would you handle the situation if you was that guy, and then how would you handle that situation? Basically, put yourself in both people's shoes. Like,
Yeah.
would you care, or how would you handle it in both
Right.
situations?
Right.
Just so.
I've definitely been with women who have dudes in their phone that I know. I seen dudes on camera with women that I know. You know what I'm saying? I don't talk about I won't say nothing. I don't tell the dude I saw them and I don't tell the girl I know him. You know, there's a certain code with me and dudes be snitching on me crazy. Like dudes be snitching on me so bad that girls come back later and ask me to take the video down and all this. Dudes went on my Patreon
Mm,
and show a chick a picture
mm.
from my Patreon. You feel me? Like so, dudes
Oh,
be.
damn.
That's why at the end I say subscribe snitches, cause mad dudes be snitching.
Oh man, man,
I'm
man, man.
100% with the bro code, man. It's us over them. So I never say anything. I never deter no girl to be with whoever she want to be. I don't say I know dudes. I don't say this a good dude, this a bad dude. I just leave it alone. You know what I'm saying? I wish people would show me that same amount of respect and stop, snitching and trying to talk bad on me. Oh, he be with mad girls and all that. Dudes be and girls talk. Girls talk. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? So if you say something to a woman, she's gonna tell somebody. She's gonna tell a dude that she feeling or whatever. So there's no anonymity when you tell a woman something. So the way the way Skylar handled it, I'm not mad at Skylar. And I don't think the guy needed to go to that extent to defend himself. Even if it was a misunderstanding, just let it be a misunderstanding.
right.
You don't have to uh, uh, make a whole story about the misunderstanding. Like, to me, that was too much. Like,
Well,
listen, sometimes it's gonna be a misunderstanding, and it's
right,
okay that you know and he don't know. You know what I'm
right.
saying? It could have been a misunderstanding, and Skylar decided to handle it the way he decided to handle it, and Money should have left it that way.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? And it's no need to. He let the whole world know, and we didn't know.
right.
It wasn't our business. That was between them two and the girl, maybe. It wasn't our business. You
Yeah.
feel me? And if Scholar talked about it on his Patreon, well, that's private. That's still a small private community. Nobody
Right.
don't got, most people don't got 10,000, 20,000, 50,000 people on their Patreon. Their
Right.
Patreon might be 1,000 or less or something like that. So it's still a very small community. And he's talking to, so I just wouldn't handle it that way. And of course, I've experienced it. And dudes like try to, like if a dude see somebody on my channel and they been with them or they in a picture with them, they trying to send it to me like I care. Like I don't care. I don't care. You don't even know what's going, like, you know what I'm saying? So especially if they girls who are pros or semi-pros. I mean, you really can't. I don't care if they not.
Right.
It's too many women out there to even be bothered with that. It's just too many women. It's too many women, man. Sorry. It's especially in Brazil.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me? Jeez. I saw the boat ride. I know some of them girls on the boat. You know, it's all good. You feel me? Listen, so it's those who know and those who don't know what's going on. You feel me?
I think that was a great response, man. Because you, so those that didn't catch it, he said if it was him, if he's seen a guy that he know picture, there's no need to say something to the other guy. And I I agree. What do I got to say? Oh man, we know the same girl. Like nigga, have your fun and leave it at that.
Yeah, yeah. That's guys who don't know the bro code. You feel me? Like this. Now, if I'm walking down the street and you see me with
Yeah.
her and we both know the same girl, that's a little different, little wink wink or whatever. But I'm not sending nobody or calling nobody and letting them know that we know the same girl or we hit the same girl, unless the girl's supposed to be your girlfriend or something, you know what I'm saying? Then I'll be like, yo, watch out for that one. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's what he did. He basically was like, he basically like, I'm trying to make her my girl. I need
But
you to
if
step
okay,
off.
if she blocked, say that happened and she blocked Skylar, then leave it alone. Skylar didn't have to know that you know her and she did it for you, right? He would have
Yeah,
never known. He would have never known.
he misplayed his hand and lost a friend, man. He lost- so this brings me because somebody asked me, is there a way to protect your Patreon content? Um,
Not no, because if you have the paid members and you have the open forum, even if you do the paid members, somebody could still videotape the screen. You feel me? So it's no real way to protect it if somebody pay. But usually, if people pay, they on your team. But I can't say that haters won't pay just to go on there.
oh man,
You feel
I
me?
was thinking about this today, man. Cause there's a guy he be trying to troll me and stuff like that, and we was in a group chat together, and he got kicked out the group, and he just had this grudge ever since. But in private settings, I may share personal information,
Yeah,
and people take that or misconstrue that, and they feel like they know you, and they misconstrue things that you put out there. So it's kind of like I'm thinking about, like, whenever I set up, say a Patreon or something private, it still always might be somebody that
yeah.
may be out to get you, or holding on to something when you piss
Mine's
them
is
off.
25 and 50. So they gotta spend a little money to hate. All that $1 and $5. Nah, nigga. If you gonna hate, spend a 25, spend 50. You know what I'm saying? You gonna spend a little money to hate on Zoe.
Oh man. Well, with that said, man, I'm gonna close out, man. Anything you want to say, man, before we get out of here, bro?
I want to say, yo, brothers, let's just try to respect each other a little more, be a little more patient with each other, stop backbiting and fighting each other. at least not on the internet, man. If you go on fight and backbite, do it in person, man. So it's just a small group of people seeing y'all fight. You know what I'm saying? Stop all this internet fighting, internet beefing. You know what I'm saying? We looking bad out there, man. We looking real bad. You know what I'm saying? And I can't do nothing about the people that shout out to the people who show me love, and the people who hate, I can't do nothing. I can't do nothing. The haters gonna hate, and the people who love you gonna love you, man. So stay tuned. Kenya's next. International Zoe.
All right, man. It's your boy No Excuse, the International Zoe.
Thank you for hosting me today. I thought it was a good topic. I hope somebody got something out of it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Peace.
Yeah. Got the flight book, it's a library. I'm in that deal. Just took a flight to Bora and foreign cars like foreigners. Berry on her. Up in France, bitch, bonjour. I been come to go so we going Paris tomorrow. Only Paris we carry, spin at the mall. We doing the same in Malone. My diamonds be saying, add some more change. That's the same alone. Dripping all the way from home and taking the wrong. Got the flight book, it's a library. We ain't flying solo. Tune in to the show. It's the Passport Bros. No Excuse Entertainment. Jay Slay on the show. Turn it up some more. It's the Passport Bros.